Bismillah Rahman Rahim. Assalamu alaikum and a very warm welcome. Myself Abrar Ahmad Bhatti, and today we are going to discuss about significance of vision statement for an organization. The most important element is that it crystallizes top management own view about firm's long-term direction. It reduces the risk of directionless decision making. It serves as a tool for maximizing the support of organization members for internal change. It serves as a beacon, which means signal, to guide managers in decision making. It helps the organization to prepare for the future. Now we have some issues of vision statements. When does a vision statement fails? So when the vision statement is too specific or too certain about future, or we can say when vision fails to contain a degree of uncertainty, it may not be a vision statement. The next issue is that the vision statement must not be too vague or unclear. In other words, vision statement must not fail to act as a milestone. Another issue is a vision statement should not be too inadequate. It should not partially addresses the problem. It should incorporate the whole picture of the organization. Another issue of vision statement is about it should not be too unrealistic. We can say perceived as unachievable, because a vision statement should be realistic and achievable. According to A.D. Jake, a vision is likely to fail when leaders spend 90% of their time articulating, outspoken it to their staff and only 10% of their time in implementing it. There are two other reasons for vision failure. Number one, adaptability of vision statement. In other words, quality of being able to adjust to new conditions. As in today's changing world, the vision should be able to absorb changes over time. The second reason is the presence of competing visions, as your competitors might thinking go beyond your company's vision. This slide is about how to formulate a vision statement. According to Nutt and Beckhoff, there are three methods for crafting a vision statement. The first one is leader-dominated approach. As name prescribes, the founder, the CEO, provides a strategic vision for the organization. The second method is pump priming approach, in which the CEO provides visionary ideas and select people and groups within the organization to further develop those ideas within the broad parameters set out by the CEO. The third method is facilitation approach, also called as co-creating approach, in which a wide range of people participate in the process of developing and articulating a vision statement. The CEO acts as a facilitator and organizes the crafting process. According to Nutt and Beckhoff, it is this approach that is likely to produce better visions and more successful organizational change and performance, as more people will contribute to its development and will therefore be more willing to act in accordance with it. Now we are going to little deep into vision statement and will discuss components or essential elements of vision statement. Vision statement of any organization in the world might have one or more of these components. So according to Collins and Peirce, A well-conceived vision consists of two major components: A. Core ideology, B. Envisioned future. Core ideology further consists of core values and core purpose of the organization, and envisioned future consists of vision level bar and vivid description. Let me explain this one by one. Core ideology, which answers the question what we stand for and why we exist. A very basic question for any organization. So, core ideology is based on the permanent values of the organization, a consistent identity which remain unaffected by environmental changes. Core ideology is unchanging. It is a source of guidance and inspiration, the glue that holds the organization together. Further, core ideology consists of core values and core purpose. Core values are the inherited values from the founder or CEO of the organization, like loyalty, like commitment, efficiency, reliability, honesty, dedication, etc. Such values should stand in the test time or in any uncertain situation faced by the organization. In other words, what an organization stands for, it gives the answer. Now, about core purpose, the organization for being or why it exists. It reflects the people's idealistic motivation for doing the company's work. In other words, it answers the question, we make product or service X, and why is this important? Now coming to the second component of vision statement, that is envisioned future, which consists of long-term goals or what we aspire to become, to achieve, to create. This falls in the category of vision level bar. That bar denotes big, hairy, audacious goals. Again, that BHAG denotes big, hairy, audacious goal. And another element is vivid description, which means a bright picture which demands significant change and progress of an organization. So as I said, envision future encompasses two parts. First is vision level bar, which is clear, compelling, unifying focal point of effort, act as a catalyst for team spirit, applies to entire organization, requires 10 to 30 years to complete, 50 to 70% of probability of success. Secondly, the vivid description is a vibrant, engaging, and specific description of what it will be like to achieve the bar, where passion, emotion, and conviction are essential. Moreover, translate the bar into an image in minds of employees. Let's get on the example of vision statement. Let me remind you again, all companies in the world might have one or more of these components in their vision statements, as the best vision statement might be having only one sentence, like we have in this slide, an example of Google vision statement, which states that to provide access to the world's information in one click. This definition is so comprehensive and unique that even an ordinary person can understand it. Hence, Google making easy access of information for all. The next example is from Samsung, which states that Samsung is dedicated to developing innovative technologies and efficient processes. that create new markets, enrich people's lives, and continue to make Samsung a digital leader. In this vision statement, let me identify a few components which we discussed earlier. As you can see, the dedication and efficiency are core values. Innovative technologies and enrich people's lives are the core purposes, and Envisioned Future is about creating new markets and continue to make Samsung a digital leader. Now Bohl and Hoichberg, who suggested that an effective vision have two components, that is cognitive component and affective component. Cognitive component is about a company's perception which focuses on outcomes and how to achieve them. And an affective component get people emotionally attached to the organization and helps to motivate people and gain their commitment to it. Let's take the example of McDonald's vision statement, which states that to be the best quick service restaurant experience. Being the best means providing outstanding quality, service, cleanliness, and value. So far, these points describes the cognitive component of vision statement, which focuses on outcomes and how to achieve them. The later portion states so that we make every customer in every restaurant smile. Every customer in every restaurant smile, which allows people to get emotionally attached, which helps to motivate employees and add their commitment. The next slide is about characteristics, features, or qualities of vision statement. According to Nutt and Backoff, there are four generic or basic features of vision. Number one is possibility or realization, which means vision should involve innovative possibilities for dramatic organizational changes and improvements. Second, desirability, which means the extent to which vision statement share organizational norms or standards and values about the way how things should be done. The third feature is actionability, which means the ability of people to see in the vision those actions which they can take relevant to vision. The fourth quality is articulation, which means the vision has imaginary picture and that picture should be powerful enough to communicate clearly. Now, according to Thompson and Strickland, some important features of an effective vision statement are: it must be easily communicable and everybody should be able to understand it clearly. It must be graphic. It must paint a picture of the kind of a company the management is trying to create. The third feature is it must be directional, which means it must say something about the company's journey or destination. The next quality is it must be feasible, means it must be something which the company can reasonably expect to achieve in due course of time. The next quality is it must be focused, must be specific enough to provide managers with guidance in decision making. Next feature is it must be appealing to the long-term interest of the stakeholders. And the last quality is it must be flexible as allows company's future path to change as events unfold and circumstances change. Thanks for listening. That's all for now. May you get some benefit of it. In case of any query or confusion, you may contact me through email or WhatsApp. At last, do subscribe and like my channel and share with all. Take care of yourselves and others. Jazakallah.